Can you believe it? I said, can you believe it? What's that? I don't believe it. I agree. I don't believe it either. Episode 80 of Game Blurb Reactions. Can you believe it? And contrary to what the game is called, this is not the end of the journey. This is just the beginning, you know. Every journey has its first step and all that business. That, the old Star Wars Episode 1 trope. You all remember that badass poster with fucking little Anakin Skywalker and the Darth Vader shadow. You remember it, and if you don't, search it. It's probably not that exciting nowadays. Anyway, Episode 80, and we come back to the good old ZX Spectrum games. So it's the 48K Spectrum Master Adventurer. Ooh, yay. Master Adventurer. Journey's End. Mastertronics. A 3-program cassette utilizing over 100K of memory. Whoa. Journey's End. MS-004. Is that like James Bond's younger brother? Ooh, loading information. Hopefully we're going to have some good stuff inside, because Journey's End sounds like a good one. There we have the cassette tape for the ZX Spectrum. I wonder if you could also play them on the Commodore. I know some of them say Commodore and ZX Spectrum. Oh, look at this. Oh, we've even got some pictures. Look at this game. Look at that. That's dope as fuck. And do you know what? For once, it's not just my camera that's blurry. That's actually how they've printed it. But here we go. Journey's End. 3 programs make up this graphic sword and sorcery adventure. You are on an hazardous journey to find the elixir of Hagar. Find gold and gamble to gain money, then hire mercenaries to aid you in your battles against marauding bandits and evil armies. See booklet for further details. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Some of the art on some of these ZX Spectrum covers is really good. Oh. So here we have the booklet. It's got the same poor English on the front. Look at this. This is a proper little booklet. Oh, legend. Oh, man. An extract from Sage Thorvald's Book of Time. I won't do it all, but we've got to get into a bit, haven't we? Look at this. This looks dope as fuck. It is said that Hagar the demonic was spawned by the union between the great demon Gurditch and a peasant girl. Sounds a bit naughty to me. Hagar grew up worshipping his father, and on coming of age, he sacrificed his mother to him. A little bit naughty. Okay. This was only the start of an evil which spread as Hagar gained followers, eventually forming the cult of Gurditch. Yeah, that sounds fucked up. The cult grew as evil flocked to him, and soon his power increased. I'm not going to lie, I'm very intrigued and I want to read more. People who joined the cult succumbed to the evil hell fever after a complex initiation ceremony. This affliction causes insurmountable pain which, after the full moon, of course, results in complete loss of muscle coordination and the victim becomes bedridden. It's pretty specific. After the full moon, basically you get motor neurons disease. Crazy shit. However, at the full moon, a ritual is performed at which the cult members partake of a magical concoction. The most important ingredient of this concoction is a drop of special elixir given to Hagar by his demon father. I wonder what that could be. Crudel the Absolute, the then emperor of the southern lands, realized that the cult of Gurditch was extremely dangerous. When he heard that even some of his court members had joined the cult, he decided to take action. He commissioned spies to gather information about the cult's weaknesses. These never returned, and before the emperor could take further action, Hagar and his minions had surrounded the city, and so started the siege of Dartfell. And we're introducing another character. Maybe this is us. Arnfinn Goldbeard, a dwarven smith in the city, forged a magical sword using his little-known arts handed down by his ancestors. He presented this to the Emperor and told him it would only be effective in a duel to the death with Hagar. Only, not in a normal duel, just a duel to the death. Don't tell me there's more. I mean, there's more. Do we have to finish this? We probably do. The following day, the Emperor rode out under a flag of truce with a handful of men to accompany him. He requested a duel with Hagar, very truce-like that, which Hagar accepted mockingly. Despite the magical sword, Hagar always had the upper hand, and after a short while, the Emperor was felled. Shit. Who are we in this game? Hagar turned to his minions and raised his hand in triumph. But in this moment of victory, one of the accompanying guards snatched up the Emperor's sword and thrust it into Hagar's undefended back. Fuck it. It's Hagar, he's evil. As Hagar lay dying, he pronounced a terrible curse on all descendants of the Emperor. That's not fair. It wasn't the Emperor who did it. That they suffer from the hell fever. Or was it? Upon Hagar's death, all the members of the cult of Gurditch died in agony as their blood boiled. Shit. As God Eddard was made a hero of the southern lands. Where's he come from? Or was he the one who started? He must have been, yeah, he was the one. Much merriment and celebration followed that evening, and peace ruled the land. Years later, on the 14th birthday of Ragnar Castle Crusher, the new emperor, he was struck down with the hell fever, and Hagar's curse was remembered. Motherfucking Hagar. Not Hagar from Street Fighter. He's much eviler. Much was known about the cult of Gurditch, and it was felt that the elixir of Hagar, the demonic, must be obtained if the emperor was to be saved. Cultist teachings said that the elixir was guarded by a great beast in one of Hagar's strongholds. Eddard Backstabber and Arnfinn Goldbeard. And I'm not sure I trust Eddard Backstabber. You know, it's like fucking trusting the Kingslayer, volunteered to undertake the quest, and they journeyed forth into Hagar's evil wastelands to the north, where the only good thing to flourish are the magical golden trees. Is that all? Are they not going to come across any nice people? All evil motherfuckers. The quest failed, and only Arfinn returned to live out his life in a quiet village. Right, okay, we've probably read enough of this, but it sounds amazing. The legend is amazing. I'm not sure whereabouts the actual story takes place in it, but you can do loads of stuff. Melee, sleeping, the Room of Chasms, walk down corridors, your spells, saving, my favourite part of the booklets. Yeah. So, I implore everybody, all of you, to go out, buy yourself a ZX Spectrum, and maybe the second after you've bought Gauntlet. The second game you should buy is Journey's End. Right, I'll leave you with that one, nice and long. Comment, like, subscribe. Have you played this game? I haven't. I might do, might not. We'll see. Peace.